I found what I could online.
Shitting myself for it just being out there.
Well, maybe we'll start there.
Yeah, because it's just out there for everyone to judge, isn't it?
Well, are you ready for it? Are you ready for everyone? No, you're not. Okay.
I don't think you can be ready for it, and I'm just gonna not read reviews at all.
That's probably a good thing to do. Probably harder than it sounds to do.
Yeah.
But have you stayed away from reviews so far? I mean, you've been
read
doing this for
a few for my first show in Shepherd's Bush. There's a guy in the UK, I won't name names.
Careful, not sure.
It's alright. Table. There's a guy in the UK, I won't name names, who works for a newspaper, who he's out for the kill. He doesn't. I think because I got a Brit Award now. I've got a #1 single with Naughty Boy and a #1 single by myself. And I think for an up and coming artist, it's great. It's amazing, but it does mean that there's more people willing for you to do bad. So I found that I did that show, and I'm not trying to flower up anything here. I'm a 21-year-old boy. I haven't been performing that long, and I'm doing a show to 1,500 people. When I've been doing shows for 400 people, and that jump is crazy. So I was hoping that some of this one journalist would watch it and just think he's learning, but he didn't. He compared me to someone who's been doing it for 10 years.
We won't name names. It's fine. But I'm wondering, as a performer, what have you noticed? This is the last date of this U.S. North American run, right?
Yeah.
What have you noticed?
That Shepherd's Bush Empire show was the first date of this tour that I've been doing, this new show that we put on. And my God, it has come miles. It is, we did 2 shows in LA, and it's just been the most amazing shows ever. And I'm not bigging myself up, blowing up my own head, but I'm also talking about my band. We have perfected, we've changed songs, we've changed the set, we've rehearsed where I speak, we've rehearsed timings. There's parts in the set where the band stop with me, and it's a real show we're putting on now, and I feel like it's gone from a beginner's show to, it feels like it's a proper soul performance, old school performance.
Yeah.
Right now.
Do you ever play instruments live? Or do you
I don't.
But you write on stuff, right?
I write on my music, yes.
On what though? Where does a song typically start?
I write with musicians, so I go in the studio with someone who plays piano, but I use my voice as an instrument, so that's how all my melodies that I write are me and lyrically and everything like that.
What was a song when you heard it you were like, this has to be on my record, when you're sitting with Jimmy or someone and you're like, I need this one?
God.
When you heard him play a lick or something?
The first song that I was like, immediately, this has to go on the album, was a song called Leave Your Lover. It feels like immediately it was just like the album track that I needed on there. But there's every song I love. I laugh about this with my A&R in the UK. He's an amazing man, and he used to get stressed out because after every single session, I would send my songs to my managers on my A&R and go, I love this song so much, and he would reply like, you can't love every single song, and it's like I can, because I wouldn't present my work if I didn't love it. And some of the songs that I've got, which they thought were the worst ones, I still love.
Won't name names again. What's working the best live? What are you really digging playing right now?
Gosh.
You mentioned Good Thing before. I know that you've been digging that
Yeah,
too.
I haven't been. That's my favourite song on the album, but I haven't done that live yet. I'm saving that for when the album's out.
Maybe that's an interesting question. Why not?
That song's my most personal song I've ever written, and I want to do it in the right way. Also, I've got an amazing I'm mashing it up with something, so I'm saving that for after album. I don't want to give everything away too soon. I think at the moment, the song which people don't know, which is working the best, is Leave Your Lover. Because the lyric in Leave Your Lover, Leave Him For Me is about, it's very obvious what it's about. And I think that kind of honesty when you're seeing me live in small venues, I hope it's quite like, wow, I feel like I'm telling my diary to everybody. Do you write all the time? Do you actually write lyrics in a diary? Where does it start for you? I write lyrics, I write melodies, but I also try and work quite spontaneously. So most of the songs on this album, I would have been experiencing that thing that day, and woken up and been in that situation, and I just write a song about it. Well, there's a Linda Perry story about one of those things. Yes. The Linda Perry story is a great one because, and hopefully I'm going to release this song at some point. But is it on the record? It's not on the record. It's not on the record, but I'm saving it for something. Save a lot of things. Yeah, because I don't want to give everything away. It's a 10-track album. You know, it's not. There's not too much on there. I want to be minimalist in what I give out. But the Linda Perry story is what kind of spinballed my whole idea for this album. I was in LA, and first time ever there, and I was by myself, and I knew some friends, and I was basically planned to go out that night, the night before the session. And in my head, as a sensible person, you shouldn't be going out before a Linda Perry session. You should stay in and go the next day. But I went out and got really, really drunk, and some stuff happened. And I wrote a song about it the next day. And that honesty, that story I had, was something that I wanted to do with every single song I have, and I have on this album.
Have you been doing that recently too?
Yeah.
Still writing, going out and just writing about your experiences?
Just living and writing about it, you know. Even the most basic things like being a bit homesick when I'm away, stuff like that, just capturing it like you would a diary.
That's good, homesick, because we can wrap it up with being on the road and ending this tour. So what first time in North America touring and selling out shows? What have been some highlights?
Last night was the biggest
Jumanji,
night.
Bunny Hunt.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Right.
But also, the Chicago crowd was insane. It's I thought I was playing a 300, 400 capacity venue, and it was 1,500 people, and just like the cheer at the end of the show just completely overwhelms me, and it was just a lovely moment, because when you are away from home, you miss your people, you miss your friends and stuff like that, and just to feel all that love and warmth is really lovely.
Cool. Well, I hope you get the bug to go back on the road soon. We want to see you again.
Yeah, I love it. So
Good.
I'm planning to be on the road for a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure the record company is too. You're probably touring for the rest of your life. 5 quick questions before I let you go. 1-word answers.
Cool.
Road or studio?
Studio.
Lennon or McCartney?
Lennon.
When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Melody.
If someone's never heard Sam Smith before, what song do they start with?
Oh no. Lay Me Down.
Cool. And in 1 word, Sam Smith.
Soul.
Soul. I like it, man. Thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.